It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Patriots, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Just a beautiful fall night for football here in the Northeast as we are inside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game, and if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Patriot offense ready to go to work for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback in his second year with New England at 11th overall, the former MVP Cam Newton.
And let's face it, the first year in New England for Cam Newton was kind of a mixed bag because he certainly showed flashes of his former self, especially when he carried the football. But there were also some stretches where, quite frankly, he was ineffective throwing it. But the Patriots and Cam both believe that with a full offseason program and a return to health, he can reclaim his position as one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. And because of that belief, the Patriots added some pieces around it in order to give him a better chance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
But they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. That is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 37 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. He spins free. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 15 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And shedding through the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. And a little floater there is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Covers that time by Isaiah Oliver.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin with a run by Davis. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. And folks, kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Ryan. He'll drop this off for Davis. That catch good for only a couple.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Davis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pushing his way through. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Coup for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On first down, it's Newton. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast.
And it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come. Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go.
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it first and goal from the 5. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Try to pound it in here with Michel. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Running out of the gun with White. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Good snag there by Hayden Hurst. He knows all about that. Former minor league baseball player before becoming a first-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens. Now in his second year with Atlanta, a career-high 56 catches last season.
Now Ryan on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Ryan. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Davis now. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Davis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. New England trying to get to place on offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Another carry for Michel on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now it's Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And Michel will have the first down and more. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Sheds off the tackle and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's White. He spins through. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it's Michel once again. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a fast footwork by White. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Folk for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.